Hi, hello, my name is Gomer Joseph. I hope you've all been having a great day so far. Welcome back to another True Crime Tuesdays video. If you are new, I welcome you. Today I'll be discussing the unsolved murder of Kimberly Shawn Cheatham. As I was researching this case, there was such a lack of information. Since that's the case, it means that her murder has never really made it to the public media, which is very unfortunate. Because of the lack of knowledge, there's also a lack of clues and a lack of answers, which is a shame because Kimberly has family who obviously wants answers. Here we go. Kimberly Shawn Cheatham was born on January 14, 1968 in Austin, Texas to parents Freddie and Samuel, who would divorce later on in life. She did have siblings. She had a sister named Kathy and a brother named Kevin. Since there's not really much known about her, and since I couldn't really find much about Kimberly, all I know is that she was described as someone who was a tiny woman. She was like shorter than 5 feet. She was somebody who was known to be close to her family and would always dye her hair light brown, would always be known to keep a change of clothes in her trunk, and worked as a waitress at a hotel. Though she was loved by those around her and would love them back, her love would fall on the wrong man named Dalzell Tompkins, a boyfriend who was known to be abusive towards Kimberly and, would harass her at work, causing him to be banned from the hotel which she worked at. And I do believe that they broke up from what I read. On April 8, 1989, Kimberly was supposed to head towards her cousin's apartment to do laundry. Kimberly's cousin would continue to wait, but Kimberly would never arrive. From what I read, Kimberly was last seen by her cousin that night with a new man who wasn't Tompkins. Since Kimberly's cousin didn't see her at the apartment, which is where Kimberly was supposed to be at, her cousin did call the police. Kimberly was 21 at the time, so the police eventually decided to see her as a consenting adult who just decided to go off, which is frustrating. Like, I understand that grown people can leave when they want to, but Kimberly was someone who was close to her family. Someone who's close to their family usually don't just up and leave without a word. So they could have at least have taken her disappearance seriously earlier on. On April 12, 1989, Kimberly's 1980 burgundy Sunbird was found under a bush. Like I mentioned before, Kimberly was known for always having a change of clothes in her vehicle. When investigators looked into the vehicle, it was completely empty. Tompkins was questioned by police, but they really couldn't convict him or connect him to the case since there wasn't much evidence connected to the case during that time. For the next 29 years, Kimberly would have been known as a missing person. Her family desperately wanted to find out where she was. Her mother, Freddie, would do her best to raise awareness online about her daughter's disappearance until the time of her death, which was sadly in June 18th, 2016, and unfortunately she would never know whether her daughter was alive or dead. On June of 2018, Kimberly's body would finally be identified. Somehow her body went all the way from Austin, Texas to Dallas, Texas. Her cause of death is unknown. Like, her family has waited almost 30 years to find out where she's been, but unfortunately they're stuck with another set of questions, and I can't imagine how that would even feel. That's all the info I can give you. Because of the lack of information I have, I urge you to do your own research with Kimberly's case. What's sad is that there might be cases just like Kimberly's and, never really known to the public because the public media hasn't really shared anything at all. And though Kimberly seems to have been forgotten, she's obviously not forgotten to those who loved her. If there's something we can learn from this case, is to make sure that unknown cases like Kimberly's are never forgotten. She vanished in the 80s, so it wasn't like her loved ones were able to use Facebook or anything like that to raise awareness, which is why it's important to not just scroll away when you see a post about a missing person on social media. But yeah, they were able to find her body, but they have no clue as to who wanted Kimberly dead. Like, Kimberly's family hasn't forgotten her. Most importantly, God hasn't forgotten what happened to her. The God that I serve, the God of the Bible, is a God of justice, and He will make sure that justice is served. I thank you all so much for taking the time in your day to watch this video. If you did like this video, please feel free to hit the like button. If you'd like to go ahead and share your thoughts on this case, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you'd like to see more videos from me, please feel free to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about the next video. If there's a certain true crime case that you'd like me to cover, please let me know. I'll see y'all next time for True Crime Tuesdays. I'll talk to y'all later.